This video is made with the intention of being a no damage tutorial of the game. Feel free to use any of these strategies used in this video, but listen carefully before you can perform them successfully. Hello everybody, this is a no save no damage run of Director's Cut DualShock version, getting the worst ending or bad ending too, with Jill Valentine on arrange mode on the North American PS1 version. What a mouthful, man. Fuck.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it?
No, I haven't found it yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Crest!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here!
Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
What is this? Wow,
What a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
So in order to get the worst ending with Jill, you have to let Barry die and do not save Chris Redfield.
A dining room.
You'll notice that there's a lot of cutscenes at the beginning of Jill's run.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
So there's not much to talk about. But I will try to explain you some little things that happens between those cutscenes. Like this, for example. So as soon as the cutscene ends, just get out of there. Just get the fuck out of there, man. It's not necessary to stay there. With Jill, it's not necessary to pick up the clips from that zombie.
Barry?
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being. Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time, I'll be there.
Okay, so from this point the real gameplay starts. So arrange mode, let's talk about arrange mode. So arrange mode is a special game mode that's only available on the Director's Cut edition from PlayStation. So the Director's Cut edition of Resident Evil 1, it's only available on PlayStation. It's a special edition. There's two kinds of Director's Cut, the Director's Cut and the Director's Cut DualShock version. This one is a DualShock version. The only difference between those two is the music. So the music is different on the DualShock version. For example, this is one difference with the original mode. The grenade launcher, it's... Oh, no, I'm sorry, the grenade launcher is always there. The armor key, it's right here, and Forrest's body... Well, he wake up as soon as you try to pick up the armor key. So just blast him with the grenade launcher. And here's the armor key. There's a lot more difference between arrange mode and original mode, but I will explain you that after the cutscene of Barry.
Barry!
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
It will never get old how Barry says that he has a weapon and he just gives you ammo. Fucking Barry, man. So, okay, let's continue with the difference between arrange mode and original mode. So, in terms of gameplay, arrange mode it's harder than the original mode, and Jill and Chris scenarios are almost the same about gameplay. But the only difference that between Jill and Chris is that Jill has a grenade launcher, so she has it like pretty easy with that, or less complicated. And there's a few less enemies, like the hunters on the mines, for example, with Jill. So the enemies are stronger, the weapons are nerfed. There are some bosses that are buffed. Exactly, those bosses are the Plant 42, Yawn, and the Black Tiger. So for example, with Jill we always kill the Black Tiger in original mode, because it only takes one flame round. But on arrange mode, we won't kill the Black Tiger, because the Black Tiger is really buffed and she won't die with just one flame round. So it's not worth it to try to kill her. And it's even harder to pick up the flame rounds on the mines, because there are more hunters. So this is one section that we never visit on original mode, because there was nothing here, just herbs. But on arrange mode, there's the chemical. For this dog, you have to wait until the dog lands. When the dog lands, then you start shooting, not before. Because I'm sorry. Because if you try to shoot before the dog lands, you won't hit the dog, and the dog will bite you immediately, and you won't be able to do anything. And the dog that is right there on the other side, that dog will only jump when you pick up the chemical and try to get out of that room. So with Jill we have the grenade launcher, and we don't need the Jill sandwich cutscene. But first kill these two zombies. So we don't need the Jill sandwich cutscene like in original mode, because the broken shotgun is right here. So it's not necessary to trigger the Jill sandwich cutscene. And even if you want to trigger the Jill sandwich cutscene, you don't have to pick up the... What is this? The armor key first. Because if you pick up the armor key and the grenade launcher, then you will trigger the Barry cutscene, and the Jill cutscene won't trigger after that. It only triggers before that. But it's not necessary, right? So, because we have the broken shotgun right here. And you have to be with just one grenade or your grenade launcher right here, because we need it for the shotgun room. That's pretty important. So more things about the gameplay. So there's a lot of enemies that are buffed. as I told you, there are zombies that turbo. And when I say they turbo, it's that they start moving really, really fast. There's no running animation in this game. So it's like they just run like on 2x velocity or something like that. They just move fast. Let's keep it like that. So when you enter to this room, just shoot the first zombie, then equip the handgun and start shooting the second zombie. If you get lucky, you will get a crit. So this handgun, this Beretta, is one of the guns that are buffed in this game, and I think it's the only weapon that is buffed on a range mode, because it has 10% crit chance. So it has 10% of decapitate zombies, and that's pretty handy. And it's buffed because I use the handgun for the Tyrant and the Tyrant teleport on the good endings. It's pretty handy, to be honest. One weapon that it's really nerfed is the Cold Python, the Magnum. And that's why the game gives you the Cold Python at the beginning of the game. You will see where's the Cold Python. It's really simple to pick up the Cold Python. But with Jill, it's not necessary to pick up the Cold Python, to be honest. I just pick it up with Chris, because Chris just has the shotgun. And the Cold Python, it's handy for Chris. Not for bosses, but just to deal with some zombies on the way. Right here you have to kill the zombie on the left first, not on the right. So stick close to that wall and then start aiming up and you will decapitate the zombie. It's important that you stick close to the wall before shooting, because if you don't do that, there's a chance that your shot will miss and you won't decapitate the zombie, and the zombie will be really close to you and will grab you immediately. So it's a pretty handy trick to stick close to the walls before shooting zombies, at least with Jill and with the shotgun. And this is another room that we never visit on original mode, but on arrange mode is mandatory, because one part of the moon crest is here. So the moon crest is divided in two. But we don't need the lighter with Jill, so we won't visit the other room that it's just in front of this door. Just get out of here. There's two zombies on the left side of that room, so be careful about it. And that's something interesting on the director's cut, that is not the DualShock version, the North American version. There's just one zombie on that room that I told you there was two. And I don't know why it's like that. So the difference between the North American version and the Japanese version of this game, and of the director's cut version of the game, is that the Japanese version is less complicated in terms of just one boss, in terms of just Yawn. So with Jill that doesn't matter, because Jill has the grenade launcher for Yawn. But with Chris it's a really big difference, and you will see it on my Chris runs of arrange mode. And I will explain you better about that. So with Jill I will just run the North American version. With Chris I run the North American version of the worst ending, or the bad ending too, but on the best ending I just run the Japanese version, and it's the best thing you can do if you are trying to make these kind of challenge runs. So for this zombie that is outside, just turn around a little, aim up, and decapitate zombie. Jill, first section of the mansion on the game, it's really fast, to be honest. And it's just because she has the lockpick. And she has 8 item slots,
Richard,
unlike Chris.
What happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
Keep in mind that you only have 7 minutes in order to come back with Richard. If it takes you more than 7 minutes, Richard will die and the serum will remain on your inventory until you left it on one item box. And all the items and the order I am picking the items are really important, so I won't need to go to another item box like a lot of times and just waste time because of that. We don't have more grenades on our grenade launcher, so we will be just using the shotgun for these zombies. There are 3 zombies on this room, but the first zombie is on the left and it will almost never come to you, and that second zombie sometimes delays to come to you and sometimes doesn't, like in this case. This dodge is really important, so pay attention to this. As soon as you enter the room, press the up button and start running. Do not move to the left or to the right, because if you move to the left or to the right, you will get stuck on the wall and the zombie will instantly grab you. But if you just run straight, that zombie will never hit you, or will never grab you. Right here, just turn to the left and start running to the serum room. You have to turn before start running, or there's a chance that the dog will bite you as soon as he enters, or will stuck on your way. Because on that hallway there are dogs. There are not zombies like in original mode, and you have to make some space right there. You just have to save the grenade launcher. So I make a really bad mistake right here, and you will see what happened. I cannot discard the armor key, and that's because I didn't use the armor key on the first floor on the door that is right below the door that goes to Richard. How can I explain this? The door that is on the left side of the blue door on the first floor. That door uses the armor key. So you have to use the armor key right there at the beginning of the game, so you can discard it right now. So right now I will make something really risky. And I just got lucky that the dogs didn't bite me right here, because I fucked up big time. So what you have to do is use the armor key on the first floor at the beginning of the game, so you can discard it when you visit that room. Right now I will just save it because I fucked up, and I was lucky enough and the dogs didn't bite me on this run. But that is the main strat that you have to do. Because this is really fucking risky, man. It's not recommended. And this room is the cold python. It's really simple to pick up the cold python, as you can see. But it's nerfed, so with Jill, we don't need it. Fuck the cold python. This dodge is really important too. As soon as you enter, run straight and to the right. Just stick close to that door. And when you arrive to this zombie, aim up and decapitate the zombie. And as you can see, that's the turbo zombie. That's how they move. Pretty scary, right? Reminds me a lot to Nemesis of Resident Evil 3 Remake on Inferno difficulty. How fast he was, man. Keep having that trauma from that Nemesis, man. But anyway, let's continue with the run. So the way you get out of this hole is easier than the way you enter. Just stick close to the right wall. Right now, if I'm not wrong, he's just picking up items and make some puzzles. Yeah. Then go to Yawn. Catch you guys in Yawn.
Here's the serum. Richard, hold on. I'll give you a shot now.
Jill, here's my radio. You should keep it. I'm...
No! Richard!
Jill, be careful.
Okay, so this is really important. As soon as you enter to this room, aim up and shoot. You will always double kill. Always, don't worry about it. The Yawn cutscene ends. Turn a little, wait until Yawn comes to you. Wait until Yawn tries to bite you, and then start running. And do not do it really fast, because there's a chance that Yawn tail will stuck on your way and you won't be able to get out of there. You have to wait until Yawn tries to attack you. That's the main key. Then just wait right here on this spot. And Yawn will come to you. He cannot go above the wooden wall, so don't worry about it. When he enters, you wait a little and then get out between Yawn tail and the wooden walls. With Jill it's pretty simple, or it's less complicated than Chris, because Jill hitbox is not so big like Chris. You will just feel it when you play. It's like pretty hard to explain that. It's better if you try it. So remember the room that we killed 2 zombies? Not the room that it's on the side of the item box, the other room. The room that it's pretty close to the shotgun room. So there's not just 2 zombies on that room, there are 3. But the third one, it's like really... It's not really close to the first zombie, so that's why we didn't kill that zombie. But we will kill it right now, because he will be on our way. And it's not necessary to visit the item box. At least not right now. We'll visit an item box on the guardhouse. So just get close to the zombie and aim up and decapitate zombie. And I use the same rule. Stick close to the wall before aiming up, so your shot won't miss. It's a general rule for if you try to decapitate zombies on hallways. And this puzzle never changed. Not even on arrange mode, not even on original mode, not even on Japanese version or whatever. It's always the same. So remember the first courtyard part? On original mode, there was just one dog, right? In arrange mode, there are 2. So it's better to kill them with the shotgun instead of the handgun. Because that's another general rule on this game. If there are enemies that are on the same line of sight, it's better to use the shotgun, because you can shoot them. You can shoot 2 or 3 at once with the shotgun. But right there I'm going YOLO and I'm just using the handgun because it won't be necessary further in the game. Like the handgun will only be useful, I think, for nothing, man. I think it's not useful for anything, the handgun, at this point of the game. If I'm not wrong. Maybe for the Tyrant on the on the laboratory if I don't have enough ammo, but I don't think so. We will see. It's really useful for the Tyrant of the heliport, so it's the best weapon that you can have for that, but this is bad ending, so we won't face that Tyrant. Oh yeah, and the Tyrant of the heliport is another... Well, the two Tyrants, the Tyrant of the laboratory and the Tyrant of the heliport, are other two bosses that are buffed on the range mode, unlike the original mode. So Jill dog section are the same as Chris. There are 3 dogs on every section. This section and the second one. So we will just use the same strat. I can see that I'm going YOLO right here too, because I want to waste the handgun bullets that I have. But the best thing you can do is just use the shotgun right here. Do not use the handgun. And the reason I'm resetting the room is because when you reset a room, you reset the aggro of the enemies too. So the dog that was aggro on the right will do aggro. And I can change of camera pretty easy and not get worried about the dog try to bite me, because the third dog on this section will almost always get stuck on the right wall when you first enter this room. So that's another general rule about resetting rooms. When you reset rooms, you reset the aggro, you reset the spawn place of the enemies, but you can reset the HP of the enemies too. So for example, if you shoot 5 bullets to a zombie and the zombie didn't die, and you reset the room, when you re-enter to that room, that zombie will be full HP again. And that's for all the enemies, even for bosses. So you have to be careful about resetting rooms. Just do it if it's really, really necessary. I wonder if a remake works like that. I will try it soon. It will be really fun runs, to be honest. The remake, it's a really good game. I think it's one of my top 3 favorite Resident Evil games. So there's a lot of RNGs that you can have here. This is one of the worst, because there's one dog on your side. Just shoot one, and then equip the shotgun and start shooting the dogs with the shotgun. Because as you can see, I can shoot 2 or 3 dogs at the same time with the shotgun. And instead, it's a really bad RNG, but not the worst, because the main thing you want to do is to stand up on the wall and start shooting from the wall. We'll see it, I think, in the best ending with Jill. But if you don't see it on the best ending with Jill, you will see it on the best ending with Chris. I'm 100% sure that I got the good RNG on that front. But you must have backup strats if you get bad RNGs, right? And in order to dodge these dogs, just do what I'm doing. The reason I get close first to the left wall and then go to the right one is in order to not let the second dog turn around fast and then start running. Because if one dog aggro on that room, the other 2 dogs will aggro too. And you don't want that. And you don't want to kill them neither, because those dogs disappear when you kill the Plant 42. But there's some interesting thing about despawn and spawn dogs after the Plant 42 on a range mode. So for example, the first section of the dogs, where we kill 3 dogs, when you kill the Plant 42, or you pick up the mansion key, doesn't matter. There will be 2 dogs on that section. What you want to do here is pick up the red book as soon as you can, And there's one ingredient that can troll you because the input is right on the side of the red book. So that's really risky to do that strat that I make, because that's speedrun strat. The best thing that you can do, and the safest thing that you can do, is that after you pick up the red book, go around the table and wait until the spider comes to you. And when the spider comes to you, just get up from the other side. Like, go around the table with the spider, you know? You will see that strat on my Crest runs. I was kinda reckless on Jill's runs because it was less complicated, so it was like I didn't try to find really good strats in order to not fuck up a lot of things. And I make a lot of mistakes, and even like that I get a run. But don't be like me. You can be better. And there's 3 holes on the floor, as you can see, and you have to first cover the hole that it's on the red door, and then the other hole that I cover, because the tentacle of the plant 42 goes to those 2 holes, depending on what room you enter first. Just do what I did. And remember to pick up the grenade launcher and save the explosive rounds that I pick up on the save room. So this is another thing that is interesting about the range mode. As I told you before, on a range mode the plant 42 is buffed. So unlike on a original mode that we kill the plant 42 with 3 explosive rounds, we will kill the plant 42 with 3 flame rounds. So the plant 42 is buffed because it can take like 3 explosive rounds up to 7 explosive rounds. It's RNG with explosive rounds or with acid rounds. But with flame rounds, it's always 3. So it's the best kind of ammo you can have against the plant 42 with Jill. Flame rounds. 3 flame rounds, it's 100% that will kill the plant 42. Well, we'll make one phase because the second phase Barry helps you, right, with Jill. And we are lucky enough because there are flame rounds on the bathroom that it's before the plant 42 room. On this bathroom, to be exact. Let's just aim up and kill the zombie. There's one zombie right outside this bathroom, on this room. And what I will do here is not recommended. What you have to do is just aim directly and shoot the zombie with 2 or 3 shotgun shells. Do not try to decapitate the zombie like I'm doing right now, because as you can see, you miss the shots, even if you are aiming the zombie on his head. Just shoot him directly. Then combine the grenade launcher with the flame rounds and equip the grenade launcher. Then make this little puzzle that you just have to pick up the white book and then put the red book. And enter to the plant 42 room. It's pretty simple with the flame rounds. Just aim up and shoot the plant 42 3 times. And that's it.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill! Yeah.
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
Don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
So right now it's just about picking up some stuff and make little puzzles. It's not really some really important stuff to explain you about. So I'll catch you guys on the docks, yeah, on the docks, before entering the mansion. I'll be right back. Enjoy this little gameplay.
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
So the reason I'm entering right here is in order to make some space. The mansion section. But I think it's not a big deal, to be honest. No, yeah, it's a really big deal. You need the acid rounds before going to the mansion. Because you need the acid rounds in order to deal with the hunters. But to be honest, you can deal with the shotgun too, but anyway, we're Jill, so we can be extra safe about that. Why not? Okay, so we arrived at this part. As I told you before, there are 2 dogs that spawn here after you pick up the mansion key or after you kill Plant 42. So this is the best strategy you can do. Just stand up here, aim, and shoot 1 time, and wait until 1 dog comes to you. Almost 90% of the time the second dog will get stuck in the other camera, and you will never see the other dog. But I think I got lucky right here and I will be able to shoot the other dog. I'm not really sure. And I'm going YOLO right there. That's not recommendable. Because if you change the camera, there is a lot of chance that the dog will instantly bite you. But I regret it, as you can see. And I just reset the room. So I can reset the aggro of the dog. When I re-enter, it will be easier to kill that dog. Because I won't have to care about getting bite when I will change of camera. Because believe it or not, when you change camera, there is a lot of chance that a dog will bite you if the dog has aggro on you. And I'm making the same strat as with the first dog. And the second dog is dead, so we're good to go. Equip the grenade launcher, because there will be the first encounter with the hunters in the mansion. So almost every zombie is exchanged with hunters on this section. It doesn't matter if you kill the zombies or not. There will be hunters instead of zombies. So as soon as the cutscene ends, just aim and shoot. Do not wait and shoot him 2 times. Do not wait until he comes to you or whatever. Just shoot him 2 times and the hunter will always die with 2 flame rounds. If you are not lucky enough, he will die with 3. This part, walk, stick close to the wall, shoot him 1 flame round, equip the grenade launcher, and equip the shotgun. Shoot him with the shotgun, equip the grenade launcher again, and wait to the other hunter. Shoot the acid round, and I got lucky there because the hunter will be dead with just 1 acid round, and then shoot with the shotgun. But you won't always be lucky like me and kill 1 hunter with just 1 acid round. But the main strat with hunters on a range mode on that part is to exchange grenades with the shotgun. So 1 grenade and 1 shotgun, like that. And just pick up the acid rounds on the shotgun shells on that part. And it would be better if I make some space before going to the Yawn fight, to be honest. But as I told you before on Jill runs, I was reckless. Because to be honest, you need 2 item slots for the battery and the red book. And this hunter do not care about this hunter, just run, stick close to that wall and keep running straight. And the hunter will always miss the slash. So with the Yawn fight, you won't feel the buff on the range mode and on the North American version either. Because you are Jill and you have acid rounds. The only thing that will change with the original mode, it will be that you will use 1 shotgun shell more. So what you have to do is aim, shoot 1 shotgun shell, pause, equip the grenade launcher, shoot him 2 times, then pause and unpause and shoot him 2 times again. Yawn instead. So it's 4 acid rounds and 1 shotgun shell. And the reason I pause and unpause is because when I'm about to shoot the
Jill,
3rd and the 4th
have you found
acid
anything
round,
interesting?
Yawn change of position. And if I keep
Yes,
aiming
but
without
I
pause
can't
and
see
unpause,
very well.
I will miss the shots.
How about going down to check by yourself?
So I
have a
take
rope
advantage of the auto aim.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Here. Wait.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
So for the bad endings, it's not necessary to wait until Barry comes with the rope. Just continue your way. Just for the good endings, it's necessary to wait for Barry. The dodge of this hunter is easier than Chris. Because as I tell you again, Jill hitbox is different. So you just run and stick close to the wall. And the hunter will always miss. But Chris is different the dodge because Chris has a wider hitbox. A wider hitbox. So you have to do different that dodge with Chris. But with Jill it's simpler. It's more simple. You have to kill the zombie, but do not get too close to him. Just waste 1 acid run. And if the zombie doesn't die, just end killing the zombie with the shotgun. But he's dead, so we're cool. So on the 2nd floor, or I think it's the 1st floor because we were in the basement, there are hunters instead of zombies. So you have to do this pretty fast. Run, stick close to the wall, and then go directly to the blue room. Or to the blue door, I'm sorry. If you don't do it fast enough, the hunter will slash you. And there's 1 zombie right behind that library. So just wait until the zombie comes to you. Do not go to the zombie because he will instantly grab you if you get close to the library. And right here is the battery, so we don't have to go to the other side like on original mode. It will be really hard, to be honest, deal with 2 hunters in that hallway just to get the battery. So I think we have to thank the developers about doing this. And there are 2 more zombies right here. So they like to troll, like he's doing, because he was coming to me and then he decided to go to the other side for some reason. So yeah, I think I forget about telling you that. So enemies in this game react to inputs you make. And I think that affects on every Resident Evil game, because even on Resident Evil 2 Remake it works like that. So for example, if you start aiming, the zombies will start behaving different. And that was a really good example, because I start aiming that zombie and he just start going to the other side. And all enemies react to inputs on this game, not just the zombies, even the hunters and even the bosses. So it's a really good knowledge to keep in mind. And right here is the red book, so it doesn't matter if you pick up the red book or the ammo disc on this part like on original mode. There will always trigger one hunter on the courtyard. Because for example, this is bad ending and I won't pick up the ammo disc that is on the first floor. But the hunter will be on the courtyard. So what triggers the courtyard is picking up the item that is on that part, on that specific part of the library. And the dodge in order to get out of this part, it's the same as you enter. Just stick close to the wall and then go directly to the elevator. The elevator. And right here is the zombie with more HP in the entire Resident Evil franchise. He will take 5 shotgun shells in order to die, and you will see it. It's not necessary to kill him, but I will just do it because I want to show you how tanky he is. And as you can see, it's 5 shotgun shells. It's just ridiculous, man. I don't know why they did that zombie with so much HP. It's like a mini boss or something like that. It's just hilarious, man. But yeah, it's not necessary to kill him. You can just shoot that zombie on the leg and then get out. But because yeah, you can shoot zombies on the leg and you will disable the zombies like that. But it just works with the shotgun, not with the handgun. The dodge right here is the same as an original mode, but instead of hunters there are spiders. But you have to do the same dodge. Because if you don't do that dodge, there's a chance that the spider will land right on your direction and will instantly throw you acid if you just run straight. Maybe I'm missing some really important things to explain right here, but I'm really sure that you will find those little things that maybe I'm missing on my original tutorials, original mode tutorials of Jill, and even on Chris. I have a lot of videos, so if you really want to learn how to not damage this game, you can check all my videos. And you can even ask me. You can find me on Team Hitless. I'm Ares on Team Hitless, so I'm like always there. And I will be happy to help you. So this is another mistake that a rookie can make. Because it was my first round on rage mode and I was reckless. But first, let's explain you about the dodge of this hunter. Just stick close to the wall on the right and keep running. But you have to stick close to the wall while you run. And the hunter will always miss that slash. That spank on the ass. So the mistake I make here is that the best thing you can do is go to the item box before going out of the mansion. Because on the mines you won't kill anything. And you can save all your guns on the item box and just be with the crank, the battery, and the red book. Those are the only things that you need, the mines. But as I told you, it was reckless and it was my first run, so... But I'm telling you what to do, because I do that on my next runs, on my crisis runs, and I think on my best ending chill range mode run. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the mines. Because right here is just puzzles and picking up some stuff. Or making some stuff, to be exact. I'll be back.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh no, I'm alone. But why are you asking?
Listen, the stars are going to be finished soon. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella. Ah! Oh!
Enrico! Who killed him, I wonder?
Okay, so I just remember that I trolled big time on the mines with Jill. Or well, at least on this ending, on the bad ending too, or the worst ending. And it's because I didn't make space on the mansion before coming to the mines. And the crank is on Enrico's body, so pretty easy to pick it up. Well, with Jill's, it's whatever, you know, because there's no hunters on that hole, or on that specific area. On this area there's no hunter too, so you just get the fuck out. And on this room there are two hunters. So in order to dodge these two hunters, stick close to the wall and keep running, and then go directly to the door. The second hunter will be really close to you, but if you do it fast enough and you make a good angle on the turning, the hunter will never aggro if you are fast enough. But yeah. So, as I told you on the beginning of the game, I think, or on the Plant 42 fight, I don't remember very well. The Black Tiger is one of the bosses that is really buffed on the range mode. So we won't kill the Black Tiger, because it takes like 4 flame rounds, I think, or even more. I didn't even test it because I know it's buffed, so it's not worth it. And it's even harder to pick up the flame rounds on the mines because there are 2 hunters on this section after the boulders stop running. So, in order to dodge the hunter, just stick to the left wall. The hunter will never attack you, or will never be able to hit you. For the Black Tiger, Jill on arranged mode is the same as Chris on original mode and arranged mode. You just have to use the Black Tiger acid in order to destroy the spider web that is on the door. Once there's no spider web, you can just get out. The main strat here is to learn the animation that the Black Tiger make before start spitting acid. Once you learn that strat will be very simple. And right now you will see how I'm trolling, because I will go and make some space and then I will come back like 2 or 3 times. Just troll on this part, and I'm very sorry about it. The main point here is to have 2 empty slots, because you need to pick up the blue book and the laboratory key. But you need the crank for the laboratory key that is on the statue puzzle on the left. And I fucked up because of that, because you will see that I will go to that box and I will save the cranks, and then I will come back again because I remember that I need a crank for the statue puzzle. And just don't do that. Just make 2 item slots before doing this part, and you will be cool. Right there, I remembered that I need a crank for that part. On the stream, this was pretty hilarious because I was like laughing all the time, and I was saying that I was trolling. But anyway, I waste like 7 minutes on just this part because of that. I catch you guys on the laboratory section, because right now I'm just picking up some stuff and make some puzzles in order to go to the laboratory. And just in case you forward the video to this part, I was trolling the whole back section because I forget some important stuff on the item box. This part should be like just worth 2 minutes or 1 minute maybe, not more, if you don't troll like me. So let's talk about the laboratory and let's save some time. So the laboratory, it's a really simple section on the range mode, and even more on the bad ending too, or the worst ending. And it's because you don't need to make the computer login and password in order to pick up the laboratory key, because the laboratory key is right here on this section. So the laboratory section will be like just rushing to the Chimeras and then go to the Tyrant. So the Chimeras are one section that it's completely changed, or at least the second part of the Chimeras. But hopefully I find out 100% strat, 100% consistent strat to no damage that part. Or even no hit, right? Because this game, no damage, no hit's the same. Because any hit counts as damage in this game. So, just kinda dumb to trying to separate as different categories. Kinda bothers me a little, to be honest. But anyway, you have to use the two books for this puzzle. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And then we will have the entrance to the laboratory. Alright, so here we are. You need to make some space on the inventory, but it's not big deal, because you're Jill and you don't need the ammo discs, so just save the cranks and pick up all the ammo and the weapons you have. In this case, it's just the bread and the clips for the bread. There are 3 zombies on this section. 2 right here, they just blast them with the grenade launcher. Not with the shotgun, it's better to kill them with the grenade launcher. And the 3rd one is right almost at the end of this section. But if you are fast enough killing those 2 zombies, even faster than me because I was like wasting some time, that zombie will never be even close to you. And you don't have to go to the computer as I told you, so just kill the zombie and then equip the shotgun. Because there's one more naked zombie right here. I thought there would be 2 like an original mode, but there's only 2 zombies if you go to the computer room first, for some reason. But if you don't go to the computer room, because it's a bad ending too, then there's just 1 zombie right there. The 3rd one is on the left, but you will never encounter him. So it's like there's just 2 zombies. And right here there are 2. But there are 3, I'm sorry, but you just need to kill 2. That one and the one on the camera. The one that is behind you, it's not necessary to kill him, because he will despawn after you end up with the Chimera section. So the first section of the Chimeras is the same as the original mode. You start running and stick close to the right side of this hall, and then go directly to the computer and activate the computer, and then get the fuck out of there. And stick close to the wall and then get out. That Chimera 90% of the time will try to hit you like that, but the Chimera will always miss. And the other 10%, it's random. The Chimera can start turning around or can turn around to you immediately and start chasing you. That's the worst RNG that can happen, but almost never happen. So this is the strat. You turn to the right and then start running while you stick close to the wall. And then just make a curve and go directly to the computer. And with that strat, the Chimera will never land to the floor. The Chimera will always stay on the ceiling with that strat, believe it or not. And that gives you enough time and enough space with the Chimera so you can pick up the battery safely. And the Chimera will never get you. And the third Chimera will always keep spinning. So don't worry about the third Chimera. But the Chimeras will change their behavior if you do another kind of strategy on that part. But that's the safest strat, and it's 100% consistent, because I did it like 20 times in a row and it always happened the same. So it's really, really consistent. And as I told you, the zombie just despawned. So there are some cutscenes right here on the Tyrant fight.
Jill! I was looking for you.
Barry.
Jill, don't be angry. I wanted you to wait for me.
Barry, don't screw up again like you did when you dropped that rope. Wesker?
You did a fine job, Barry.
Just as I thought.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll be free from this world very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so inconvenient. So you're a slave of Umbrella now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mention mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in charge?
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the Tyrant. Tyrant virus is a super virus, which creates a monster which is much stronger than human beings. Tyrant is the most powerful biological weapon in the world.
You don't mean you're experimenting on real people?
This is really beautiful. All this power will be mine.
For the sake of an awful creature?
Don't be upset. All weak people exist to be eaten. What? Don't come this way! No!
It can't control what
Alright,
it
the fight
does.
starts, start running, and then turn a little and go to this part. Send that right there, equip the Beretta, and reload it, of course, and start shooting the Tyrant. Be careful that the Tyrant won't get really close to you, because on that camera the Tyrant doesn't allow you to see where your character is, and sometimes that can troll you, because you don't know if you're turning around or not. So just keep distance with the Tyrant, and sometimes the Tyrant will get stuck with the Wesker body, but not always that will happen, so keep in mind that, because sometimes he will immediately won't get stuck with his Wesker body and he will be really close to you because you think he will get stuck. So the main strategy is just going around on the map and kill the Tyrant like that. And this is the last boss of the game, but it's not the end of the game, because you have to fight 1 Chimera and 3 zombies, to be exact, before the game ends. Okay, so the best thing you can do here is not wait for the Chimera. You just go to the Chimera, and as soon as the Chimera is really close to you, you backward a little, and you will always dodge the Chimera auto attack. So I forget to tell you about the dodge of the Chimera on the ceilings. In order to dodge Chimeras on the ceiling, you have to get close to the Chimera and then start going backwards. And the Chimera will always miss the auto attack. For this part you can take advantage of the shotgun, because you can shoot 2 zombies at the same time. And for the third zombie I will just use 1 grenade, because I can. And that's the game. That's the last enemy that we have to encounter. Unfortunately Barry will die, so...
Hi, Jill. It's you.
Barry?
I'm really embarrassed to see you now. Just leave me. Go quickly.
It's over, Barry. Wesker's dead.
Is that so? Jill, will you do me a favor? This is my last wish. Please give this photo to my family. Will you?
Sure.
Forgive me, Jill.
we will take advantage of this time and say goodbye. So this was Director's Cut Resident Evil DualShock version. Without saving, without taking any damage, getting the worst ending or bad ending too with Jill on arrange mode on the North American PS1 version.
This is Brad. We're running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is your last...
Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned. If you have any questions about this no damage run or you want to make it, you can find me always on twitch.tv Arisario, or on the Discord Team Hitless. I'm like Ares right there. I'll be happy to help you if you have any questions. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ares. See you next time. Take care.